calculate inflationary gap in this diagram. See, this AD1 is greater than AD. This AD1 is greater than AD, or you can say this AD1 exceeds the AD by the amount of EG, by the amount of EG, and EG represents inflationary gap. Inflationary gap means inflation will create by the amount of this, because you know that you can't increase aggregate supply, because here economy is already at full employment level. Means all resources are fully employed here, all resources are fully utilized here, so you can't increase output, because you have already used your all resources, so you can't increase AS, means actual aggregate demand will be greater than planned aggregate demand. So it means inflationary gap means EG amount, by the amount of EG. So I hope, first of all, see, it refers to a situation when aggregate demand is more than aggregate supply. See, means aggregate demand is greater than the aggregate supply, means greater than the aggregate supply. This demand and this aggregate supply, means this demand is greater than aggregate supply, corresponding to full employment level. See, excess demand creates inflationary gap. Means inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand is greater than the planned aggregate demand to establish full employment equilibrium. I hope all of you have understood. Means, see, level of income will not increase, because you can't increase AS, because you know that means all resources are fully employed here, means so you can't increase AS. Suppose you can't increase AS, it means output will not increase, it means employment will not increase, it means income level will not increase, meaning you can say income level will not also increase. So I hope all of you have understood. That's why I'm not taking here y1, because AS can't increase here, because all resources are fully employed here. See, now, there will be, effect of excess demand. See, how will you calculate, or you can say how will you explain the effect of excess demand on output, on income, on employment and general price level. See, means effect of excess demand on output, means output will not change, means output will not change, so income will not change and employment will also not change. But see, general price level will increase, because you know that aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, and you know that when demand is more than supply, means price will go up, you know that, means this basic condition means aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, then price will go up. It means, see here, aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, but you can't increase AS, because all resources are fully employed, if you can't increase AS, it means output will not change, income will not change, output will not change means output will not increase, income will not increase, employment will not increase, but general price level will increase. General price level will increase because AD is greater than AS. See, general price level means inflation. General price level means inflation. See, what do you mean by inflation? What do you mean by inflation? Someone may ask from you, please define inflation. Please define inflation. You will say like this, inflation means continuously rise in general price level. Continuously rise in general price level in an economy. So this is the definition of inflation. See, I hope all of you have understood what is the definition of excess demand. Excess demand refers to a situation when aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, and always remember, excess demand creates inflationary gap. Excess demand creates inflationary gap, and inflationary gap means inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand is greater than the planned aggregate demand by the amount of Eg. In this diagram, how will you calculate inflationary gap in this diagram? Means inflationary gap will be equal to Eg. So I hope all of you have understood. Now, but how will you explain these conditions? So please, first of all, pause the video and note down this. After this, I will explain all these conditions. So please pause the video and note down this. See, excess demand has the following effect on output, employment, and general price level. See, excess demand has the following effect on output, employment, and general price level. First of all, effect on output. See, excess demand does not affect the output. Does not affect the output because economy is already at full employment, and there is no ideal capacity in the economy. So this is the explanation of effect on output. Next point, effect on employment. See, again, excess demand does not affect the employment level. Because economy is already at full employment, and you know that because we have discussed in chapter number 7, already at full employment, and there is no involuntary unemployment. There is no involuntary unemployment. So means this is the explanation of effect on output. This is the explanation of effect on employment. After this, effect on general price level. General price level. Is it visible or not? Yes, it is visible. Effect on general price level. See, first effect on output, next effect on employment, third is effect on general price level. See, after this, excess demand. Excess demand leads to rise in general price level. General price level means known as inflation. See, I hope all of you have understood effect on output. Next, see, effect on output means excess demand does not affect the output because economy is at full employment. Full employment means all resources are fully employed. All resources are fully used. Employed, utilized, and there is no ideal capacity in the economy. After this, effect on employment. See, if we are saying this means output will not change. It means employment will not also change. Excess demand does not affect the employment level because economy is already at full employment and there is no involuntary unemployment. See, after this, effect on general price level. If excess demand leads to rise in general price level known as inflation. See, known as inflation, or you can say like because aggregate demand is more than aggregate supply. So this is the complete explanation of excess demand. First of all, you will write definition of excess demand. See, how means what is question here means related to excess demand. See, explain the excess demand with the help of diagram. So first of all, you will write definition. Then after, you will write excess demand creates inflationary gap. And inflationary gap refers to the gap by which actual aggregate demand is more than the actual aggregate demand is more than the planned aggregate demand to establish full employment equilibrium. So this is the explanation of inflationary gap. After this, you will show diagram. That type of diagram. After this, you will write excess demand has the following effect on output, employment, and general price. So it means this is the conclusion of excess demand situation. Means in effect on output means output will not change. Effect on employment will not change, and general price level will rise. So I hope all of you have understood the concept of excess demand. So please pause the video and note down this. After this, we will discuss deficient demand. So have a good day and thank you very much.